For the last 6 episodes, we have only heard one side of the story. We have heard Victor Frankenstein tell us how scared he was, how disgusted he was. He told us he created a monster, a demon, a wretch. And because he is the narrator, we believed him. But now, the microphone has been passed. We are sitting in a cave on a glacier. The fire is crackling, and for the first time, the creature is speaking. Welcome back to Stories with Consequences. This is episode 7 of our Frankenstein saga. Today, everything changes. We are going back in time, back to that stormy night in November when the creature opened his eyes. But this time, we aren't looking at him. We are looking through him. We are going to witness the birth of a consciousness. We are going to see a giant 8-foot-tall baby try to understand a world that hates him. We are going to see him discover light, hunger, fire, and cruelty. Philosophers call this tabula rasa, the blank slate. The idea is that we are born knowing nothing. We are not born good. We are not born evil. We are written upon by our experiences. So, what did the world write on the soul of this creature? Let's find out. Imagine waking up, but you don't know who you are. You don't know what you are. You don't even know what I means. This is how the creature describes his birth. He says, "It is with considerable difficulty that I remember the original era of my being." His first memories are just confusion. He felt the cold air. He saw a bright, painful light. Remember, his eyes were made from dead parts, suddenly shocked into life. The light hurt him. He tells Victor that he stumbled out of the laboratory. Victor had already run away, so the creature was alone. He found some clothes. He walked out into the forest of Ingolstadt. The sensory overload was terrifying. He says he couldn't distinguish between his senses. Sight, sound, smell it, was all one big, chaotic noise. He sat by a river and wept, not because he was sad, but because he was overwhelmed. He was a newborn baby in the body of a giant. But then he saw something beautiful, the moon. He describes gazing at the moon with wonder. It was the first thing that brought him peace. This is important. It shows us that he has a soul. He is capable of appreciating beauty. He isn't a mindless killing machine. He is a child exploring the universe. The next few days were hard. He was hungry, but he didn't know what food was. He ate berries and acorns he found on the ground. He was thirsty, so he drank from the brook. He was freezing cold. But then he found a miracle. He stumbled upon a fire left behind by some wandering beggars. To him, it was magic. He watched the red and orange flames dancing. He felt the warmth radiating from it. He was so delighted that he reached out his hand to touch it. He burned himself. He pulled his hand back and cried out. He says, "How strange that the same cause should produce such opposite effects." This is a profound lesson. The fire gave him warmth, which was good, but it also gave him pain, which was bad. This is his first lesson in the duality of life. Knowledge is powerful, but knowledge can hurt you. He sat by that fire for days. He learned how to keep it alive by adding dry wood. He realized that wet wood didn't work. He was learning physics. He was learning survival, and he was doing it all completely alone. Eventually, the food in the forest ran out. He needed to move. He walked until he found a small hut. This was his first contact with a human being. He walked to the door, hoping to find a friend. The man inside took one look at him, screamed, and ran for his life. The creature didn't understand. Why did the man run? But the creature was hungry. He went inside and ate the man's breakfast. He thought the hut was exquisite. It was warm. It had walls. He thought humans were amazing. Encouraged by the hut, he walked into a village. He saw vegetables in the gardens. He saw milk and cheese. He thought, maybe I can find help here. But this was a mistake. The moment the villagers saw him, chaos broke out. Women fainted. Children screamed. Men grabbed stones and pitchforks. They attacked him. They threw heavy stones at him. They beat him. He was strong enough to kill them all. He could have torn them apart, but he didn't. He was just confused and terrified. He ran away to the open country, bruised and bleeding. This is the moment the trauma set in. He learned a terrible lesson that day. I am ugly, and because I am ugly, people will hurt me. He needed a place to hide. He found a small, low hovel attached to the back of a cottage. It was barely big enough for him to sit in. It was dirty. It was cold, but it hid him from the eyes of men. He covered himself with straw and lay still. He was afraid to even breathe. But as he lay there, he noticed a small crack in the wall, a chink in the wood. Through that crack, he could see into the cottage next door. He saw an old man playing a guitar. He saw a young girl preparing food. They looked sad, but they were kind to each other. The creature was mesmerized. He had found his own personal reality TV show. He decided to stay. He decided to watch them. The creature has found shelter. But he has found something more dangerous than shelter. He has found a family. He doesn't know their names yet, but he calls them the cottagers. And over the next few months, through that tiny hole in the wall, he is going to learn everything. He is going to learn to speak. He is going to learn to read. And tragically, he is going to learn what it means to be lonely. I'm your name. This is Stories with Consequences. Subscribe to see the education of the monster.